Hello and welcome to Furryearsworld, where we are back in Stoneblock 3 land. We need to load this thing up again. Not like that. We don't throw all of it in. There we go. Good. This thing that we need to get powered. We discovered that we can't power it off this because it overstresses it. So we're gonna run power up this into that gearbox and into this machine, and hopefully we're turning it the right way. I don't know. But we need to make 3 large water wheels again. And the water wheels were these. No, that's a flywheel. These large water wheels. So it's the water wheel, which is the shaft surrounded by wood, and then the water wheel is surrounded by wood again. And we got plenty of wood, and it looks like we got plenty of shafts. So let's crack on with that bad boy. We need 3 of these. Let's make a bit more raw wood, because this could get expensive, because we need 3 of these bad boys. And 3 is more than 2. I know these things. 1, 2, 3, and then we go wood. Whoop, and that gives me 3 of them. We then put the 3 of them in the middle of there, and we go whoop, and that gives us 3 big uns. 3, and I'm pointing it out now, big uns. So we need to find a place to put these. Now, that shaft we've just done, and I need to tidy this up because it's a mess, comes up here. Or comes yeah, that's the other end of the shaft. Just words, just words. So we kind of need the 3 water wheels to be centered on that shaft that's going to go in there. Now, how this works, I don't really know, but we've done it before. Don't get me wrong, we've done it before. So we're gonna assume it's something along those lines. No. Clear blocks for placement. That is what we wanted. That is perfect. We do need to dig out a little bit above it, because our water, I believe, needs to come from there, which could be messy. Could be a little bit of the old Leonol messy there. Now down there, we just want that shaft to be across the front there, as a kind of rill to catch the fluid that we don't want just being spaffed everywhere. Now that goes like, kind of like that. I don't know how our water delivery is going to work. I'm a little bit apprehensive about it. I can't remember how we did it on the last one, so we're gonna go in a second and do a consultation. I'm not too worried about iron again. Iron is being made as we speak. We need to just go a little bit more sideways. So hopefully this will give us all the power we need. If I throw a shaft in there, which I don't have, excellent. So where did we put the water for this one? Not really sure how that's worked. I am not 100% clear how that's worked, but I can see that it clearly has worked, which means I somehow got it working. If I put the water there, is it just going to piss down the back, which is not what we want it to do? So do I need to put those in there and have the water do that? I don't know the answer to that question, but we're going to put water in there and see whether that's a solution. Is what we're going to do. Can we do shenanigans in here? Probably not. Maybe. Okay, that is turning the water wheel. Good. That turns the water wheel with more robust power. Good. That's a progress of sorts. I hate the way the buckets sort themselves out with this inventory tweaks type-esque thing. It's a little irksome, I'm not gonna lie. Right, that should bring the water down there as well. That's all good. That should be a fully powered water wheel. We just need a gear, not a gear, a shaft. And then we can shaft this, and this will get shafted, and that's sending a lot more raw power upstairs. In essence, hopefully enough raw power. Otherwise, I don't really know how we're going to deal with this situation. Because how much raw power do we actually need? We need a lot, I'm guessing. You can have that. Where are all my shafts? I have got my shafts on me. I didn't think I did. Interesting. Let's take this gear off in here. Get the shafts a spinning and then connect it all up. I think that's the right way forward. So we're going back downstairs. And we're going to slap that in there. That is now turning unbelievably slowly, but unbelievably powerfully. Speed diminishes power. Speed is in its own essence a power form. More speed means less power. That's the nature of the beast. So hopefully, with lots of raw power coming up, it does it. It does it. It's doing the job. Now, I'm guessing it doesn't matter that some of these are turning different ways. That's absolutely wizard. That is absolutely wizard. Do we need to... I'm going to throw something in this and see what happens. This might be a stupid idea, because we have a very specific recipe to set up here. We have... We could put polished andesite in the center of this. Polished deep slate, infested, tough, andesite, diorite, granite. Is it just any form of stone? Stone. It's not just any form of stone. I think we have some stone somewhere. Do we have some stone? Stone. We have one stone. That's all we need. That's all we bloody need. We've only gone and got what we bloody need, which is ridiculous, really. How are you doing, gravel? You're done. Okay. Okay, that's not helped me at all. We don't have the piece of stone anymore. That's gone well. I think we can all agree. I have demonstrated an innate ability there to, you know, play a blinder by misclicking in a staggeringly good way. Have I got another stupid stick? I think I might have another stupid stick. Up here is where we're keeping the sticks. That's just a stick, but that is the no idea I'm stumped too. I think we've already got that one. Yeah. So that might stack with that. Yes, it does. Okay, we're I just don't know. We are doing it though. Whatever we're doing, we are doing it. I think we might need more andesite because we've kind of spaffed all the andesite away. Feels bad, man. You can have... Nope. You can have all of that with my blessing. And we will go... That tree grew real quick. Real goddamn quick. Get out of the way, tree. We casually chop trees down because it keeps us on top of the tree business, which is important. Let's go get some andesite. This shouldn't take long. I'm so pleased that that water wheel stack worked. Yeah, apparently gearing up breaks just my mind. My mind. It's more speed is less raw pushing power. And sometimes all you need is raw pushing power. There are those that will tell you raw pushing power is not the most important thing. They don't know what they're talking about. There are times when raw pushing power is the only way forward. It's the only way forward. You just gotta push as hard as you can. Like Billio, and that gets you the win. That's what we're learning today anyway. Alrighty, so that lot goes in there, and we will come back to that lot in a minute, because we will need to do some work in there. Because we will need casings. I'm thinking casings. We've got the stone that we need, that's cooking off in there. Casings. Oh, it's just wood. It's just wood. But we need, what, 3, 6... 10, 14, 15, 16 alloys. Okay. That shouldn't be a problem. And andesite. It does seem a little bit of a luxury, this. So we need 16 of them. I'm just going to make all of them. Because why the hell not? That's what we went and got the andesite for, wasn't it? So that we could do stuff, so that we could make progress. And we got 16 of these now. We got the 4 wood we need. So we got everything we need. This could break us, like a small thing that breaks quite easily. So we want one of them. Do I need these all on my hotbar for loading purposes? Wood. Wood. Okay. So I believe it was plap the stone in the middle. And then wood. And then that. Oh, it's doing stuff. Stuff's happening. Stuff is happening here. Okay, that didn't really work. That kind of just ejected my stuff. It kind of pushes it up and then ejects it. So I'm guessing the others will do that too. Okay. Well, it did something. Does it all have to end in a single point? Do all of these have to end in a single point? So I'm guessing that'll be the center point there. So somehow we have to make that one. How do we reconfigure this? I want that to feed that way, and I want that to feed that way, and then I want that to feed that way, and that to feed that way, and then everything should end up in the same place. Yes? Yes. But it doesn't say that in the recipe, does it? No, there's no obvious... And it does talk about downwards. I don't know whether that's relevant or not. Can I ponder the mechanical crafter? Yes, I can. Nice. Using a wrench can... Ah, the wrench will adjust. So we possibly need one of those there wrenches. I see. I see. I'm with you. So ideally we want to bring that all down and into an inventory slot there. So it would be everything comes down. These, yeah, okay. So we need that wrench looking dealy thing. This thing, which is 3 gold sheets, a cogwheel, and a stick. Gold sheets should not be a problem. Did I say that with enough confidence? I felt like I was being confident there. 1, 2, 3. Cogwheel is a shaft, of which we should have some. And some wood. Cogwheel is shaft and wood. Yep. And what was the other? A stick. Is that right? Yeah, it is right. Okay, let's flatten that gold. Gold does not take much flattening. Gold is a very soft, and the word is malleable. Gold is a very malleable metal. So it won't take much for this ding-dong to slap it about a bit. And then we can make the tool which will allow us to redirect all this bullshit into an inventory. It says any inventory. So I'm going to make a chest, because goddamn I love a chest. Probably not a healthy thing to admit, but you know. Sometimes you just got to be the person that you are. And that's, we've got chest. So we want to make cogwheel, gold, 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 and sticky wick. And there's our wrench. Absolute wizard. Perfect. So are we going to say the output for this is going to be there? I'm going to go out on a limb and say the output of this is there. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that this box outputs to there. That one goes that way. That one goes that way. That one goes straight down. 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 That one goes inwards. That one goes inwards. That one goes straight down. That one goes straight down. That one goes straight down. Like that. So that should push everything into there. Agreed? Are we agreed? Are we all in agreement? I think we're all in agreement. So let's do this again. So we put stone in the middle. We go wood, 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 wood. We go this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff. And this should make us 2 of the buggers. Let's see if it goes this time. Right, it's got a recipe. Things are moving. Things are moving. Things are on the move. I'm imagining I might need another set of water wheels to power the grindstones. I don't know. We're going to cross that bridge when we've built the grindstones, but we're getting 2 of them shortly. There's a lot of convergence going on here. The shape is looking right now. As long as everything behaves itself at this point, and it doesn't just auto-eject shit, I think this might work, you know. It's looking right. Crunch. Crunch. Go again. I mean, it's slow as hell, but it's working. So now everything, after another crunch like that, everything should now move into the box. Are we winning? By George, I think he's got it. That's what we wanted. That is what we wanted. Okay. We can't open that box, which is a problem. I did not think about that. Break the box. Nice. We've got our crushing wheels. Excellent. So we've just completed a quest that we've been struggling on. I'm not going to lie, that was a struggle. That was I didn't feel comfortable with that one. Crushing. So crushing gravel will result in all of these drops. But I don't know how these work. My guess is we're going to have to find out. They look like... Do they need to be set to spin in different directions? Or do they need to spin in the same direction? Any guesses? Any guesses at all? I don't know. We could try using the power off this. If we have another gear there... If we put big gears on the front of this, let's try some stupidity. Let's try some stupidity, because what else have we got to lose? Big gears. Big gears are small gears with wood on, or double shafting. So we go 2 shafts and wood, and that gives me 2 big gears, which we can't fit in our inventory because of reasons and stuff. So you can have all of that flint. I don't know why I've got that flint on me. I'm going to repair that while we're in there. The sand goes in there, because we don't really want to be running around with sand. We've got 2 stacks of cobble that we don't need, so we'll just go over here quietly and throw those on the floor, out of the way. That's not what we wanted to put there, because we're an idiot. We know we have to empty hand this box, but still we went at it with a full hand. Sometimes I do wonder whether I am, you know, oh god, the damn tree grew again. The tree is being an absolute relentless monster today, isn't it? The tree is getting right on my tits. We got a red laser. Not a clue. Not a clue where that came from. Out of the tree? Or was that a reward for the... That was probably a reward for the quest, wasn't it? Alright, okay. That's all good. That's all good. Raw zinc can go in there. And... Who was holding the stone? Do you want the stone? Do you want the stone? There should be more stone. There is more stone. Surprisingly not enough stone for my purposes, but I'm going to let it go. We could probably do with a blocks chest just to take all the weight off this. It's more sand. I have no clue where all the sand just came from. I don't. I just don't. What were we planning on making? Gears. Two big gears, that's right. 2 big gears. Gobble, gobble, baby. Shafts. 2 shafts. And wood. 2 big gears. Let's see if they mesh. And then we only have to drive the 2 big gears, and the thing will do something. So they don't mesh. That's annoying. That's actually very annoying that they don't mesh. Unless we position these wrong. But I don't think we can position these any differently, can we? Nope, that's where they want to go. That's exactly where they want to go. Do they need to be rotated? I don't know. They don't look right. Do we think they look right? You can't recraft that, so I'm guessing that's all we've got. That's the only option. They look like, and I'm sure they should be counter-rotating. They look like they're not going to work properly. Maybe we only need to feed one of them. What are we thinking? How do I get another gearbox? Another gearbox will enable me to right angle that onto there and see whether they will counter-rotate on their own. They may do. It may be a thing that they will do happily on their jack. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I doubt it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to strip a little doodad down, don't we? So we will bang that, and we will grab andesite, and we will spaff that on. That's not worked. Why didn't that work? Is it the alloy that we want? Question mark? Possibly. It is the alloy that we want. Alright, okay. Cool. Cool. To know is to know. To not know is not to know. That's all there is to it. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. The problem is when you do know and you forget because you're an idiot. That's when the problems start. That's where most of my problems start. Maybe we'll bring that out on a shaft Do we have the shafts on us? We do. We have 8 shafts on us. Okay, bring that out on a shaft. Like that. And then put the gearbox on the end of it like that. Is that still in the wrong place? It is still in the wrong place. Okay, we'll come out one more. Because we have to. Not because we want to, you understand? It's because we have to. Okay, so I'm thinking on this general presentation that ain't gonna work. Possibly a second gearbox, and I'm gonna try a second gearbox. We are gonna need more shafts for this, but I'm gonna try a second gearbox and see if that gets us counter rotation. I think it will, but I think we're gonna have to tidy this goddamn mess up. 1, 2, 3, 4, because I think we want all this behind so that we got visibility without stupid machines in the way. Stupid machines in the way, not the win. Dupe and dupe, and then one of them. Dupe and break that. Perfect. Craft one of the gearboxes. We've only got 4. Oh no, we got more than 4. It's fine. It's fine. I was a little bit panicked there because visibility was not good. So we're going to say, how many rods did we, how many shafts did we use there? I think there were 2 there, weren't there? So we'll go shaft, shaft, gearbox, and then shaft. So we've got the counter rotation I believe we need there. I think that is doing what it's supposed to do. I'm going to see if I can get some, should we try throwing some cobble in there? That feels like a stupid idea, but we're going to do it anyway. Because, you know, I love a stupid idea. I do love a stupid idea. Because if we don't know something, the only way we can find something out is to carry out stupid research and ideas and stuff. Now, I believe if I accidentally set foot in this thing, it will eat the crap out of me, and I don't want the crap eaten out of me. Where did that go? Go in there. Alright, that's chewing on that. What comes out the bottom? There's a lot going on there. There is a lot going on there. Many, many, many particle effects. Hello? Did you just eviscerate my cobblestone? That was mean. That was mean. Right, we'll try gravel then. Because we can. How many gravels have we got in here? 2. We'll try 2 gravels, because 2 is what we have. I'm a little disappointed that that did nothing. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, that has saddened my heart somewhat. But we do have 2 counter-rotating wheels. And I think that is progress. So, we're going to say, chew on them. They're going in. And out the bottom, after that, comes. Again, even with 2, it's taking a while. We may get nothing out of this, you know. Does this want to feed into an output of some description? If I give it a chest. Will it do something? Just seems to be obsessing about crushing that gravel, doesn't it? I mean, they work. We are improved. Oh, stuff has happened. Stuff has happened. What did it give me? Gave me 1 raw zinc, 1 raw lead, 2 raw iron. From 2 gravel? That's an incredibly generous return. That's an incredibly generous return. I wonder what we can... There probably is, somewhere, a bookie book that will tell me what returns we get from this process. But right now, I don't know. But I'm just chuffed that they work. I'm chuffed that we've made them. I'm chuffed that they've worked. So, from Furryearsworld for now, we are going to go with a cheery old ta-ta.